Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a while since I posted a video. I really don't have a lot of time and I've had a lot going on in my personal life, including attacks, spiritual attacks. If you know anything about spiritual warfare, you know that whenever you set your mind to go all out for God or do the things that He's asking you to do, then you can best believe or rest assured that some type of attack will soon follow, some type of retaliation from the enemy. I just pray that with my last two videos, and I'm not saying that they were so great, and I just hope that one person was blessed. And looked like a couple, 2 or 3 people were blessed by that. I know it blessed me. I'm just, it was worth every little arrow that I got hit with. But, glory be to God, I'm still standing. And this will just be a short video just as an update and just to give you a small word of encouragement. I have really literally had to have encouraged myself in the Lord. I know it was King David in the Bible who talked about having to encourage himself in the Lord, and he asked his soul, why are you so down, basically? Why are you so sad? Why are you so depressed? And he said to hope in God, and I have to remind myself of that. Literally, the attacks were so strong, I felt like giving up. And I'm ashamed to say this, but I felt led to say it because I believe that it will help somebody. I literally felt like giving up because I felt like nothing was ever going to change in my situation. I felt like I let so many people down with different things. I feel like I let my kids down because they're not with their dad. And there's just a lot of different things that we can beat ourselves up about, and we can also listen to that negative train of thought that comes to tell us, well, you should have done this, and you should have done that, and you're not doing this right, and you're not doing that right. And let me tell you, that train will come. It will leave the station. It's our job to not get on the train when it leaves the station. So I admit I was a willing participant. I got on board that train, and I fastened my seatbelt, and I went for a long ride until the Lord had to really literally just kind of get me back, nudge me back to reality. And in a way, it's like I've had some type of an awakening because I feel like my eyes are open to things that really matter. And I literally had to ask God to forgive me because things got so bad. And I hope I help somebody here by being transparent. I really do. Things got so bad that I did not want to go on anymore. I wanted to give up hope. Not suicidal or anything like that, but it's like I was so despondent, even of life and stuff. I was like, it just seemed so like bleak and hopeless, and I'm like, my gosh, I just wanted to get out of that. It was like a rut that I was in. And what got me out of it, I try to call different ones for prayer, but you call people and they don't answer the phone. I think sometimes that's a sign from the Lord that you need to call me. And I know we need to hear that human voice sometimes, and I think that's what I was looking for. But I literally I told people to pray for me. I did reach out and I told people, please pray for me. And I did pray. And I had to go on a small period of fasting. And I don't even want to say that because I don't want to lose my blessing. But I did honestly have to fast for a little bit until I shook that thing off of me. Because literally it was a demonic spirit sent from hell to really pull me down and try to make me give up. I wanted to make videos during that time, but I was like, I don't want anybody to see me like this. I'm just a pure mess right now. And literally, spiritually, I was a pure mess. But I went to a funeral yesterday of a dear family friend of ours. He was a pastor who lived, I think he was 75 or 77 when he passed. He went in his sleep, and just a beautiful man of God. Lived his whole life preaching the gospel. Bishop Carl Stewart is his name. He's got a church in Linwood, California, if you know him or may not know him. But just a beautiful man of God, and just watching his legacy, and I think of men like my dad. My sister mentioned him the other day, and he was a man of God, a pastor, strongly lived the word of God in front of his family, wasn't out there cheating and, just living a wild life like he wasn't married and didn't have a family, but really a true, strong example of what a man of God should be. And I really came to grips with myself, and I said, well, how dare I want to despair of life when people are terminally ill or want, they want to live, and they've been given that death sentence, when really we all have been given a death sentence, but they've been given just that short time to live. How dare I not treasure the moments that I have? And I just really kind of came to grips with myself, and I kind of woke up a little bit. I even got to the point I didn't want to move anymore, because I've been planning to move out of state for almost 3 years now, and I didn't even want to move anymore. I don't want to do anything. But now, and people ask me, well, how are you doing now? The couple people that I asked to pray for me, and I said, you know what, I'm doing better. The situation hasn't changed one iota, but my outlook has changed. And I think that's what the Lord wants us to do. I don't think He'll change the situation so we can feel better. Okay, are you okay now? You know, I fixed it. Are you okay? Can you smile now? Can you be okay now? I think He wants us to change our outlook first. To know that He's God, to be still and to know that He's God, and to have that faith and trust in Him that God, it looks crazy like right now, all hell's literally coming up against me, but I trust in you. And I know that somehow there has to be a plan in this. There's something that you want me to get from this. Maybe you want me to experience this feeling because somebody else might come along behind me, or I might come along someone's path that is feeling this way, and you want me to be able to relate. After all, isn't that what He did? He said that we don't have a high priest who can't be touched by the pain of our infirmities. That means that He's gone through the things that we'll go through. Not everything, of course, like molestation and stuff, but He's been through pain, severe pain, so He can identify with like pain and things that hurt us, rejection, and things that actually hurt us, that hurt the soul. Because you can have physical scars and those heal. Like I had black eyes. I was swollen, literally. This whole side of my forehead was swollen. I had 2 black eyes. Black, looked like I was a football player under here. But God healed all of that. There's just a little residual pain internally, but my heart is what's still, still healing, trying to reel from that pain. And so those are the issues I think that wound us the deepest, is the heart issues, the things of the heart. So my prayer is that I will just continue to run this race, that I'll run on and see what the end is going to be. And I know hard times are coming. I know we probably haven't even seen anything yet. But I just have to know who watches over us. I have to know, like the old song used to say, I have to know who holds our future. And I have to know that life is worth the living because He lives. I thank God for Easter. That was when I was having my really low time, was that Easter weekend. And I went to Good Friday service. And I was taking my kids to the restroom, and I could hear the music playing. It was blaring. We were at an outdoor service, and they had a tent set up, but I could hear the music. Just as soon as I walked out of the tent, I heard, because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. And now I know who holds the future, and life is worth the living because He lives. And that is so true. He didn't die for me to wallow in shame and wallow in pity and wallow in depression and defeat. I am not defeated, but I felt defeated. I'm not going to lie and tell you, everything was perfect. I felt so defeated. I literally felt like giving up. And there's a couple of YouTube subscribers that checked on me, and they said, we miss you, we haven't heard from you in a while, 3 of you. And I really thank God for you. Even caring, just to know that other people care. And sometimes you feel like people don't care about you. And you can really, I had some serious parties, wonderful, if you want to call it that, wonderful, some lively parties if you want to call it a pity party, a wonderful party. But what I mean by that is it was pretty spectacular, because I really had talked myself into a frenzy. No one cares. You're a failure. You should be doing this right now. You should be doing that right now. That should have never happened. But you know what? God rescued me from that hideous party, and I thank God that I have the victory. So, and as long as He's on the throne, which will be forever, I never should have any doubt that He won't rescue me from whatever situation that I'm in. So I had said I gave up, and I thought I was giving up on me. But I was really giving up on Him. And I'm ashamed to say that, but the truth shall set us free. It shall make me free, and I want to be free. Totally. So I want to say that I had given up on trusting in Him, because when I said that things will probably always be this way, that basically was saying, Lord, you're not going to change the situation. And why pray if we're not going to believe? I've done that way too many times. I prayed something, and then as soon as I prayed it, that's not going to happen. Am I the only one that's guilty of that? Probably not. But I've decided that I want to put my trust in the Lord 100%. He trusts me to make the right decisions. That's why He sent Jesus to die for us, because He trusted that one day somebody would see the love that He gave for us in the form of the sacrifice of His Son, and that He had enough trust and faith in us to know that we would say yes to Him. So I'll be back with the next part of this video. And after that, I'll be back taping another video, because my time is very limited, so I have to tape them all in one day when I can. So, God bless you. I wish you Godspeed, and above all, that just continue standing after having done all you can do. The Word of God says to stand. And just know that, like Moses, you won't be standing alone.